Chapter 1. You are listening at FameTV.info. Who? Chu Hao took a long breath and suddenly woke up. Memories that didn't /t belong to him poured in and gave him a headache for a moment. This is not the earth, but a place called the lower world. And he is no longer the original him, but the only son of an aristocrat in Dongyun City. He had no father or mother. When he was a baby, he was left at the door of the orphanage. But his computing power is amazing. After graduation, he swept through many casinos and earned hundreds of millions. His character is full of adventurous spirit. After earning enough living expenses, he has no motivation. In addition, he is listed as an unwelcome guest by big casinos around the world. He began his retirement life at the age of 25. He has made a great reputation for tourism and exploration all over the world and has great influence all over the world. Not long ago, he took his private plane to explore a mysterious island, but he encountered strange lightning, resulting in the plane crash. He naturally thought he was dead, but he didn't expect to wake up, and came to another world and had another identity. This is just my dream. Am I Chu Hao? Or do I really have to shuttle to another world? Chu Hao murmured, but soon he was sure that his experience on Earth was not a dream. He crossed. From Chu Hao_'s memory, the world is full of magic. There are warriors comparable to mythical heroes and fierce beasts like monsters. Chu Hao_'s eyes brightened. His body has changed, but his character has not changed at all. He is still full of adventure. There are not many exciting things on Earth, but there are powerful warriors here, with tens of thousands of kilograms or even millions of kilograms of terrorist power. How desirable is that? Wuja, it seems to be fun. Chu Hao smiled at the corners of his mouth. He has completely integrated into his new identity without any discomfort. That he got out of bed and went to the mirror. In the bronze mirror, there immediately appeared a young man at most 18 years old, with fair skin and quite beautiful. If he was put on the earth, it would definitely be a piece of small fresh meat. 10 years younger. Chu Hao rubbed his face and said. He was 27 years old, but now Chu Hao is only 17 years old. However, my situation doesn't seem very good. In Chu Hao_'s memory, he had to slow down for 3 beats when he had a small reaction, so it was difficult to live a normal life, let alone practice martial arts. Fortunately, his father, Chu Tianyun, is a noble. He has a good family and doesn't worry about food and clothing. This problem should have fallen in the womb, because his mother was slapped in the stomach when she was pregnant. At that time, both mother and son were fine, but when Chu Hao was born, his mother died of dystocia, and Chu Hao was called a fool because of his slow reaction. In order to cure his son, Chu Tianyun ran around all year round and bought all kinds of precious drugs. 6 months ago, when he learned that there was a millennium spirit ginseng in Huiyin Mountain, he decided to go into the mountain to find medicine for his son, but there was no news again. 5 days ago, Chu Tianyun_'s clothes and sword were finally found, which was changed from missing to death by the city lord_'s house, depriving him of the title of nobility. In the lower world, nobles are not hereditary, but hit with fists. If you want to compete for the title of nobility, you must first have the cultivation of King Kong. Then there are only 9 places in a city, which is determined by martial arts competition every 5 years. Chu Hao was devastated when he learned the news of his father_'s death. He caught the cold again. After 5 days, he died, so he has the current Chu Hao. Chu Hao showed a sad color. He was an orphan in the last life. Unexpectedly, he was also an orphan when he crossed into a different world. However, Chu Hao at least knew who his parents were and had a father_'s love. Unlike him, even his name came up after he could read. From now on, I am Chu Hao. He shook his fist and integrated the memory of Chu Hao. There was no difference between you and me in the two consciousness. The grievances and humiliations suffered by Chu Hao crossed in his mind, which made him feel the same. The first step is to become a warrior. The world only depends on strength. If you don't have strength, anyone can bully you. Even if you have hundreds of millions of products, you can only be robbed. To become a top martial artist, not only everyone is in awe, but also has enough strength to explore all kinds of mysterious places. The world has floating mountains and burning seas. It's so interesting. I really want to see it now. Chu Hao/S heart eager for adventure became excited. However, if you want to practice martial arts, you have to make money first. Practicing martial arts is not for fun. You have to have enough money to support it. The so-called poor culture and rich martial arts. As long as you have paper, pen and books for reading, you can spend a lot of money on practicing martial arts. All kinds of tonics and wound medicines are by no means affordable for ordinary people. Chu Hao went out of the bedroom and walked towards the hall. Sister, it seems that the fool can live today. Before entering the hall, he heard a man_s voice, which made Chu Hao feel disgusted. This was the original reaction of Chu Hao. This man is Lin Ziming. His future brother.in. Law.as the only son of Chu Tianyun, one of the 9 nobles in Dongyun City. Chu Hao has a silly name, but there are still some beautiful women chasing him back. And his fiancée Lin Yuqi is really a beauty. She can be listed in the top 5 in the Qianfeng College and has a large number of suitors. However, there has never been a lack of beautiful women in the world. A generation of new people change old people, but there are always only 9 of the 9 nobles. Moreover, Chu Tianyun is in his prime, and his accomplishments are still rising. Although the original Chu Hao is not competitive, Chu Tianyun alone can last for at least 40 or 50 years. After so many years, the Chu family may have a powerful third generation to take over the flag. So Lin Yuqi tried her best to squeeze into the door of Chu/S house. Chu Tianyun also felt that it was good for someone to take care of her son all the time, so she asked Lin Yuqi to move into Chu/S house as Chu Hao/S fiancé. It's not that there is no better candidate than Chu Hao, but Lin Yuqi came from a small businessman/S family. In this world that pays attention to matching families, can she marry into other noble families? There are as many rich people as Crucian Carp in Dongyun City, but there are only 9 nobles. For this vain woman, Chu Hao is the only chance for her to set foot in high society. Chu Hao stops. Now Chu Tianyun is dead. Everyone thinks that the Chu family building is going to collapse and can best see the hearts of the people. If I die, I don't have to bear the bad name of ruining my marriage. Unfortunately, I haven't married into the Chu family and can get the Chu family_S property. A woman_S voice came from the hall, sweet and beautiful, but what I said was really vicious. This is naturally Lin Yuqi. Chu Hao_S mind suddenly floated the image of a woman. The original Chu Hao was afraid of this woman. It seemed gentle, but there was a vicious emanation from his bones. The original Chu Hao was only slow 3 beats, not really stupid. Moreover, Lin Yuqi didn't have to act in front of Chu Hao. He was cowardly in nature. Even if he was wronged, he didn't dare to say anything to his father. Hey, my sister has also made a lot of money in the Chu family over the past year. Besides, my sister, you are so beautiful that many people want to marry you. You can line up for several streets. No, the young master of the Ma family mentioned you again yesterday. Lin Ziming said. The young master of the horse family. Chu Hao was slightly stunned and turned out a pile of information from his memory. The Chu family and the Ma family are really enemies. When Chu Tianyun came to Dongyun City alone, he fell in love with the same woman as Ma Zicheng, the young master of the Ma family of that generation. Needless to say, Chu Tianyun_S success in winning beauty is Chu Hao_S mother. After that, Chu Tianyun competed with Ma Zicheng for the position of nobility. As a result, Chu Tianyun Won.in Chu Hao /S generation, the new young master of the Ma family, Ma Jicheng /S son Malone, fell in love with Lin Yuqi, but Lin Yuqi finally chose Chu Hao with the title of nobility, for 2 generations. Now that Chu Tianyun is dead, the Ma family is most likely to take over the title of nobility. Sister, do you think about it? At least you can /T let him lose hope. Lin Ziming added. Don /T worry, let him wait for a few days first. Men are so cheap. The longer they wait, the more obedient they are. If they ask him to go east, they Don /T dare to go west. Lin Yuqi was very determined, she beat all the men in with a stick, and Lin Ziming only had a dry smile. He cut off the topic and said, Chu Tianyun is really stupid. Mingming gave birth to a stupid son and wanted to make him smart. Instead, he let his own life in, wasting so much effort his sister had made before. It /s a pity that fool is about to die, otherwise I have to let him taste my methods. I /v been serving him like a maid for a year. Bah, a fool deserves it. It /s a toad that wants to eat swan meat. Lin Yuqi disdains tunnel very much. Yes, yes. Lin Ziming quickly agreed. Although he was a brother, he had no confidence in front of his sister. Chu Hao sneered in his heart. Who is the toad? At first, Lin Yuqi posted it upside down. Chu Tianyun wanted someone to take care of her son. Seeing that Lin Yuqi was very clever, he nodded and agreed to the marriage. Now as soon as Chu Tianyun dies, she will show her true colors. Enough. I know who the toad is. Chu Hao walked into the hall. As soon as he appeared, he immediately startled the 2 people inside. A person who was seriously ill and could tilt his foot at any time suddenly appeared alive. ISN /T It's scary, however, they calmed down immediately. Chu Tianyun is dead. What if a fool lives? Chu Hao, who do you say is a toad? Lin Yuqi said coldly. The boy who has always been obedient in front of her dares to sneer at her, which is against heaven. In the past, Chu Hao was only shivering when she stared at him. But now Chu Hao is another soul. Although he has only a short life of 27 years, he has experienced a life that ordinary people can /T experience in several lives. Moreover, his adventurous life in the next few years has also trained his strong will. He just said lightly, Toad is of course a vicious and superficial woman like you. Do you want to marry into the Chu family? You Don /T deserve it. You rewrite. You /V always been a maid. Don /T think too much. Go away. From now on, you /Re no longer the fiancé of the Chu family. Chu Hao. Lin Yuqi trembled with anger. Although leaving the Chu family is exactly what she wants to do, going out by herself is completely different from being demobilized. This is a great humiliation. Chu Hao, you are very brave. Lin Ziming said in a strange way. Chu Hao stared at him coldly, his eyes were fierce, and Lin Ziming just looked at him. Then he couldn't /T help hanging his head and fell completely downwind in his momentum. He looked at Lin Yuqi again and said, Why, do you still want to stay in the Chu family? Lin Yuqi is a little surprised. Chu Hao is not stupid at all. But the Chu family has no Chu Tianyun, that is, the fallen phoenix is not as good as the chicken. Even if Chu Hao is not a fool, what if he is 100 times smarter? She sneered and said, after talking for a long time, you wanted to motivate me to stay. Chu Hao, you think so beautifully. You Don /T look in the mirror. Is there anything worthy of me? I am in level 4 Mahayana now, and I can enter the Mahayana in 3 months at most. And you? A waste, a fool. If your father wasn't /T a noble, I wouldn't /T even look at you. She really wants to beat Chu Hao. Anyway, in addition to this fool, there is only an old and frail housekeeper Yu-bo in the Chu family. Who can stop her? But the question is, what will be the impact of beating a person who has just discharged his noble title? Moreover, she always shows her tenderness and sensibility, which can let people know her true face. She still wants to marry into a noble family. Brother, let /s go. There /s no need to talk nonsense with a short-lived ghost. Finally, she decided to leave. If she wanted to clean up Chu Hao, there were plenty of opportunities. T Malone chasing her. Let him deal with Chu Hao. It /s a simple thing to kill a man who is neither noble nor powerful. Lin Ziming has always been the echo of his sister. He immediately agreed and went to Lin Yuqi. They just started. Lin Yuqi, Don /T regret it in the future. Chu Hao suddenly said. Regret, Lin Yuqi hissed. The decline of the Chu family has become a set. She will regret it if she doesn't /T leave. Chu Hao has no impulse, but a strong unyielding spirit rises in his heart. He will become a strong man and slap the woman in the face with the facts. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.